Hey, today we're going to talk about the coin roll. Let me show you what that looks like, and then we'll break it down. In the front, looks like this. From the side, like this. All right, what are we doing? Basically, we are drawing the hoop around our body in such a way that the lower part of the hoop is always keeping in contact with our lower waist or upper hips, whatever the comfortable position is for you. We're going to start with our hoop in our back plane and our hands at 3 and 9. Our hands are never going to change from this position. We're not going to move our hands anywhere on the hoop. We are, however, going to keep a nice loose grip so that the hoop can rotate in our hands in the various ways that it needs to be. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our right hand down towards our right hip, keeping the hoop in contact with our body. Now we're going to go across the front of our body to bring our left hand to our left hip. Back of our body, keeping the hoop in contact, to bring our right hand to our right hip. Our check-ins are to get each hand to its corresponding hip. And when that happens, the hoop is in our side plane. That requires a pretty good reach, pretty good flexibility over the top for our hand that's now at 12, right? We've got hands at 6 and 12 now. That 12 o'clock hand might need to reach farther than your flexibility perhaps allows in the beginning, but that's a good thing to be working with, increasing that range of motion as you practice this move. When you get comfortable with it, go in the other direction, remembering your check-ins at right hand, right hip, left hip, and hoop in your side plane when that happens. Remember to keep a nice loose grip with your hands so that it can rotate, and try and keep your arms, your elbows, your shoulders as soft as possible as you move through this. Something that can be helpful as you try and keep contact with your body as the hoop goes around is you might want to tip the top part of the hoop out a bit such that you can find that contact with the lower part of the hoop. Or maybe pretty straight up and down is accessible to you, whatever works. Play around with this. When it gets comfortable, of course, try it in the other direction. This is great for flexibility and range of motion in our shoulders and in all of our arm and hand joints. The difference between what happens if you use a different hoop size is really only going to be how high your upper arm is extended as you go through that 12 o'clock position with the other hand. For example, if I use a very small hoop as one of our hand hoops in class, a 33-inch hoop, I'm still drawing the hoop around the same part of my lower waist or upper hips. But you can see that my arm is now extended much less than when I was using the larger hoop. All right, enjoy playing around with your coin roll and feel the flexibility and range of motion of your shoulders increase with time. Enjoy it. Take care.